Hello! Grace and peace to you, the people of St. Mark's. I send you greetings from this, my first week on the job here at the church, and it's just lovely to have this time to connect with you. I wanted to send you some updates about how things have been going and just keep you up to speed and share some news and ideas with you as my time at St. Mark's goes on. So this week I've been settling into the office, bringing in some little knickknacks and items to make it feel like home. And I hope that once COVID is safely past, we'll spend a lot of time in the office together and chatting and just having a little homey space here. So I look forward to that. I've also been working with Stephen to get my email set up and to understand more about the rhythm of the week each week and getting phone and printer and all that good stuff going. So I am now fully accessible to all of you. A word about worship in these coming months. I'm very excited to share that we now have a worship offering that will take place each Sunday, and we're starting off with just a simple worship video. I know that St. Mark's has already had videos offered by the deacons reading the gospel, so we thought we would add to that. And each week there will be a video available both on Facebook and on YouTube. It will be the deacon reading the gospel and the prayer of the day. I'll offer a very brief homily, and then we will sing a hymn together. So these are just very short, simple services, but wonderful ways for us to connect as a congregation and to pray together. This Sunday, we have a particularly exciting opportunity to gather together in person because it is the Feast of St. Francis. We will be celebrating the blessing of the animals. So you are invited to come at 12:30 to the St. Mark's parking lot. Bring your dog or cat or a picture of your dog or cat if they're not feeling that social. Even if you're someone who doesn't have a pet, please feel free to come by for a very short and informal liturgy with a blessing of the animals. There'll also be some lovely music, so I hope to see you then. As I begin my role at St. Mark's, the council and I have been in wonderful conversation working to develop a 2-year plan. This will be a way to sort of guide us through the next 2 years together so that we kind of know where we're heading and what to expect. And this plan is going to be made up of 4 distinct seasons. So I'll be telling you a little bit more about the other seasons as the council and I develop them further. But I am ready to tell you now about the first season, which will last from now until the beginning of Lent. And this season is called Greeting and Listening. We're just going to spend some time as I settle into my role, greeting one another, coming to understand each other, and listening to one another's stories. So it will be an intentional time for me to get to know each of you as individuals and also as a congregation. I'll be learning more about the culture of St. Mark's, the patterns of your worship life, and the history of your church, and just kind of immersing myself in understanding what this place is all about. I already know that it's a very special place, but as I learn more, I just come to understand exactly how special it is. So I'm looking forward to this time of greeting and listening. It will also be a time for St. Mark's and Dreams and Visions to greet one another and listen to one another and begin to build a strong relationship that will form the basis of your partnership. So, as part of this season of greeting and listening, I would love to have an individual meeting with every member of the congregation before Lent begins. So that gives me about 5 or 6 months. I'm really eager to get to know each of you and hear a bit about your life and about your faith and about what this congregation of St. Mark's means to you, what's important to you about this congregation. So there are details in the e-letter about how to schedule a time to meet with me, and there are different options. We could meet by phone or by Zoom or in person with masks, and there's a way to do that safely. You're going to be hearing more about this season of greeting and listening as the weeks progress, but I really hope that it will provide a time to reflect on the gifts of St. Mark's and the incredibly inspiring history of your congregation here in Baltimore. So until next week, I am keeping you all in my prayers, and I ask that you keep me in your prayers also. Grace and peace be with you.